Hey, welcome or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. What I do know is that in my search for my Holy Grail foundation, I've kind of bought a lot of foundations over the couple of years. So I thought it'd be a good idea to show you exactly how many foundations I've got and which ones I've got. And then if there's any that I haven't already covered in a foundation review that you specifically want to see, you can request me to bring it up the list. Right, this weighs a ton. I need to put this down. I'm gonna pause you for a minute. While I pause you, have a quick look at the Beauty YouTuber Growth Group links and just you know, maybe open up another tab so that when you've finished watching this, you can go and watch one of theirs, perhaps. Wouldn't that be lovely? Okay, I'll be back right after this dissolvey bit. You know how this works. Okay, let's start with the foundations that I've currently got out, because I'm either using them on a day-to-day basis or I'm getting ready to film with them and do a review of them, etc, etc. Now, you all hopefully will have seen the Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation review. And you're probably going, and why have you got that out? You didn't like it. Well, the reason why I've got this out is because if I only need to do a couple of quick videos and then take my makeup off, I might as well use a foundation that only lasts for a couple of hours on my skin. Why waste my good foundations when I can just boom 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 with this one? So, yeah, bit of a giveaway there as to whether I like that one or not, but there is a review on that one, if I remember. I'll try and link all of my foundation reviews down there somewhere. Right. EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation in shade 1.0. Oh, this was shade F2, by the way, because I used the C1 concealer and the 0.5 concealer. So this is Invisiwear EX1 Liquid Foundation in shade 1.0. I believe this is the long wear one. But yeah, so there's that one. Pretty sure the review on that is live. Please excuse my stomach, I've just had a mouthful of iron brew. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I went for F1 on this, just because I found that this one is a little bit warm toned. So wait, this one's more neutral, so I went for F1. This is the one with the big old doe foot applicator. That sounds disgusting. And I've also got my W7 Very Vegan HD foundation in shade Bare Buff. Pretty sure all three of those I have actually got foundation reviews up and live, because I have got some that I've got edited and uploaded ready, but just haven't made live yet. So, okay, that's all the ones from there. Right now, moving to this side, we have got the Colourpop No Filter foundation in shade Fair 15 with the beautiful stars all over the bottle. This is the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in Light Ivory. We have the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour Breathable in shade 010 Light Porcelain. This one also has a big old doe foot. I have got a previous version of this, their previous 25-hour one, over in one of those boxes, so we'll come across that in a minute. I have got my Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Foundation with Vitamin Mix CEB5, and it's meant to last up to 16 hours. And this is shade number 50, which is Rose Ivory. And then we have Revlon Colour Stay for combination and oily skin in shade 110 Ivory. I've also got this for normal to dry skin because I picked up the wrong bottle initially. And of course over here in the UK, once you buy a foundation and open it, it's yours to keep forever and ever, amen. Another NYX foundation here, Stay Matte But Not Flat in shade SMF01 Ivory. I've actually got 3 foundations here I haven't even opened and tried yet. I've got the Sleek Life Proof Foundation, medium to full coverage, sweat proof, oil free in LP01. I have the Sleek Vitality Foundation, light to medium coverage, moisturising, oil free in VF01. And I have the Sleek Cream to Powder Foundation in shade C2P01, which looks a little bit like that. I think that's all the foundations that I've got out, so let's start with the boxes. On top of the box, because the boxes are full and there's no more room, is my, blimey, either that's got deeper in the box or it's deeper than I remembered. This is the, I know the review is up for this, this is the one that I got from Aldi. The Lacura Illusion Touch 2-in-1 Concealer and Foundation in shade 100 Cashmere. And with this, you have the pump for the foundation here, and in the lid, you have the concealer. This reminds me of a really expensive high-end foundation. And do you think I can remember the name of that really expensive high-end foundation? No. No, I can't. Then I've got an Ofra foundation here that I got off of a mate of mine because I wanted to try an Ofra foundation. But this is actually, it's reminding me it's time to take some tablets, but I took them 2 minutes before I started filming this, so I'm okay. I got this off my mate, I didn't realise it was shade 04, so obviously it's going to be a little bit dark for me. But I do have, over here somewhere, I've got a mixer that I can mix in with this and lighten it up. So I will try this if people want to see how it fares on my skin. This is the Silk Peptide Absolute Cover Foundation. You actually get 1.2 ounces in this, you actually get more than the standard. And it's oil free, so I'm guessing it's weird because when you say silk peptide, silk, I think it's not going to last on oily skin, but then it's oil free on the back, so I'm like, well, maybe it will last on oily skin. So that one intrigues me, so if you want to see me use that one sooner rather than later, do let me know. Then I've got this, because obviously although I'm not buying from Tarte at the moment, I did already have quite a few bits from Tarte. Inside the box you get this little pouch that says "Make today beautiful," whatever. And this is the Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation in shade Fair Neutral, which looks like that. Now I used this one in one of my previous videos where it was a quick makeup because you've hit snooze too often. So I know I've used that, but I don't think I've done an actual review of it to show how it wears for the day. So if you want to see me use that as a full one, although the sleek one looks slightly darker, if you really want me to, I will do half and half and just not leave the house for the day. And then in this bag, I did tell you I've pretty much bought a foundation or two every week, either new or when Superdrug had a 3 for 2 on, I'd pick some up. Some of them I picked up in sales, some of them were given to me, some of them were presents. I haven't paid full price for all of these, put it that way. This is the Freedom Longwear Foundation Pro Matte in shade 02. Don't think you can get this anymore, which is why I haven't actually filmed with it, because I'm pretty sure Freedom was actually under the Makeup Revolution or Tan Beauty umbrella, and I'm pretty sure Freedom has now been replaced with Obsession. But, you know, if you have seen this anywhere and you want me to use it at any point, let me know. And then Naturally Matte, Collection Naturally Matte Foundation in shade Porcelain. And Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation in Light Porcelain. And then we have Colour Cosmetics Expert Water Replenishing BB Cream Oil Control Natural and Nourishing. Love this for a no makeup day, chuck it on with your fingers, put a bit of concealer on, lip gloss, out the door. Love BB creams for that, and also in the summer when it's really hot and you're just like, oh, I can't do this. But you need to kind of even your skin tone out. Love this for that. And then I've got New Look Flawless Liquid Foundation in a shade that apparently they've decided not to actually write on the bottle itself, but you can pretty much guess it's going to be the lightest shade they do, because, yeah, melanin deficient. And then there's this New Look No Shine Mattifying Foundation, which is in a really nice frosted glass bottle. It's actually really, it looks comparable to a high-end foundation. Oh, this one they have put a sticker on. This one is porcelain. So that's just knocking all my brushes everywhere at the moment. So that's that bag. Right, I've got to be careful not to show you my address on this one. In this box, oh Lord, how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to have to take them all out and then put them all back in again, which, bear with. Okay, so this is the original Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour in the round bottle. Much prefer this to the reformulated version. As you will know if you have seen my video on the reformulated version. If you want to see me use this one, so you can see the difference between the two, let me know. This is in 05 Light Beige. And then I have a Physicians Formula foundation. Ew, which feels oily. That's not nice. Why are you feeling oily? One of my foundations is clearly, I think it's this one. Ew. Ew. Okay, so this Physicians Formula one is in shade Light, and it's their nude wear. But you can see from that it's actually really, really, if that's what they call light, wow. So yeah, that's the Physicians Formula one, which I need to investigate that. I'm not going to smell it now because if it has gone off I'm going to puke. But the fact that it's leaking oil does worry me slightly. This is the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot liquid to powder foundation with super blur powders. Whatever you reckon. In shade Fair Enough. Oh, that's very clever. Then we have these I bought as a 3 for 2. I've actually got the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Primer, the L'Oreal Infallible Total Control Full Coverage Longwear in Porcelain, and the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Matte in Porcelain. And then I have 2 more Rimmel foundations. I have got the Match Perfection foundation in Ivory. I believe you can still get that. And this is the previous version of the Lasting Finish foundation. This one that I said that's got the big doe foot in it. Shade 010 Light Porcelain, shade 010 Light Porcelain. And you can see they are actually pretty much, this might be slightly darker, but this is the forerunner to this one. I have still seen some shops selling this, so I don't know whether it's just old stock or whether they're still doing this one as well. I find that very confusing, I will be totally honest. Totally honest, because you know that I'm always totally honest, folks. I'd be hopeless at poker because I cannot tell a lie to save my life. Which is really annoying sometimes when you're trying to not tell people about secret parties and things. This is the Gosh Exceptional Wear Foundation in shade 11 Porcelain. Okay. This is the Avon True Colour Foundation in shade Light Ivory. I know I've got a film of that because that was on one of the Avon boxes that I had sent to me and I reviewed it, so I definitely know I've got a review of that one. This is another Gosh one. This is their foundation drops in shade 02, which at the time was the lightest they did. I think they now do a 00, but don't quote me on that. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation, which claims to be porcelain. Do we see the actually holding it against my contour is probably not best. Okay, do we see how non-porcelain this is? If you want to laugh, go watch that video. Just yeah. Here's the new version of the Superstay in the square box, which, as you know, I hate. So this is the first one, and this is the reworked one. If you want to see me do a head-to-head on those, or just see how much different the original one is on my skin, let me know. This is the Barry M Flawless. Apparently I've turned into Sean Connery. Flawless Matte Finish Oil Free Foundation in shade Light Ivory. And this is one of the Airless Pump foundations. I love these. These last forever because there's no way for oxygen to actually get into the pump. Great. This is the Revlon Colour Stay in Ivory for normal dry skin, as I was saying. I did actually pick this up in error. Well done, Ange. Max Factor Facefinity All Day Flawless 3-in-1 Foundation. Primer, concealer and foundation in one in shade Light Ivory 40. And finally for this box we have another one of the Colour Cosmetics Expert Water Replenishing BB Cream Concealer, Natural and Nourishing. Okay, so that's the Overflow drugstore foundation box. Oh Lord, give me strength. Yeah, I really don't know where to at all of this stuff, to be quite honest. Let's just stand that there for a minute. Don't you fall. Right, again, I have to be careful not to show you my address. In this Tarte box, I have got all my high-end foundations, because I do like to keep those separate from my drugstore foundations, just because it makes them easier to find, to be quite honest. Genuinely no other reason than that. Right, in here we have got, I need to make sure this one's still okay as well. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Top Secret All-in-One BB Cream in shade Clear. I don't know if you can just see that there. This is actually what I used as my primer underneath the YSL Touche Eclat foundation for my wedding day, because I actually did my own makeup on my wedding day, because I knew doing my own makeup would calm my nerves. We have the Born This Way foundation in porcelain, which again is not exactly porcelain, and I've got a, although this isn't high-end, this is a Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid. I actually mix this in with that porcelain one just to lighten it up sometimes. I've got my Too Faced Peach Perfect, which we all know how much I love this one, and my Tarte Clay Stick, which I'm sure I've done a foundation review for this one. I know I got asked to do it, I'm sure I have done it. Not sure if it's live yet, but I know I've filmed it. Then we have, again, although I won't buy from her anymore, I had already bought this. This is Huda Beauty in shade Vanilla 120B in her faux filter. And bearing in mind that you get nice frosted glass things from New Look, Huda gives you plastic. This is NARS All Day Luminous in shade Mont Blanc Light 2. And again, I bought this before they started selling in China, so before they went non-cruelty free. I don't restrict myself to just cruelty free products, because I will admit I do like the MAC Studio Fix foundation that I've run out of, and I need to get some more. But I refuse to buy any more foundations until I've used some of these up. But I do, if there is a choice between two identical products and one is cruelty free and one isn't, I will usually go for the cruelty free option. Very disappointed that NARS for years and years and years and years and years were cruelty free, and were one of the only big brands that were cruelty free. And then I think it was either 2017 or early 2018 that they announced they were going to start selling in China, which of course you can manufacture in China and it can be cruelty free, but if you're selling in China, China requires you to do animal testing before you're allowed to sell it there, although I believe that legislation could be changing soon. Let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Fenty Beauty, her Pro Filter. If you've seen my Fenty Beauty foundation review, you will understand why I have shade 100 and shade 150. It's because these were selling out so quickly. I mean, it went live on the website I think at 9 o'clock. I couldn't even get on the website until 9:15, and at that point shades 110 and 120 had already sold out anyway. But I was so used to always being the lightest shade and everything, I automatically chose the lightest shade. And if you've watched my Broken Doll Halloween tutorial, you'll see just how damn pale that is on me. But yes, I have got a review up on that. And then there's the Tarte Amazonian Clay, although I've got the stick in shade Fair Beige. I've got the actual foundation in Fair Sand. Don't know why they changed the different names of it. Really no idea. Really not going to ask them either. This is my Estee Lauder Perfectionist Youth Infusing Serum Makeup in shade 1N1 Ivory Nude. I don't quite know where to start. This is my Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation in Fair, which I got from QVC, and actually, because it's a drop foundation and because you don't actually build it up to the depth of colour it is in there, the second to lightest shade on this was actually right for me. I actually bought the second to lightest shade because, again, QVC had sold out of the lightest, and I was actually pleasantly surprised because QVC you can actually send makeup back. It's the only place in the UK that you can send makeup back. So I thought, well, I'll get that one, and if it's too dark, I'll just send it back. But it wasn't, which was great. This is my Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Foundation in shade 0.5. Again, the lightest one they do, and again, this is an airless pump. You can see it's gone up to here. And then my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24 Hour in shade 005. I've also tried shade 008, which is slightly more neutral. No, slightly more pink than this. This is the more neutral version, which I find the 008. The 008 is slightly too pink, whereas this neutral one actually works much better for me. Told you I'd already bought a lot of Tarte stuff. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation in shade Fair Neutral. Again, this is a drop foundation. This is my actual shade in Born This Way, which is in Snow. I actually bought that off of Depop, so I got it for considerably less than it was in stores. Now, Estee Lauder Double Wear comes with a gold lid, but a MAC pump fits it. So I put a MAC pump on and lobbed the gold lid. So this is my Estee Lauder Double Wear in shade 1C0 Shell. Because I found that in Double Wear, the cooler tones work best for me. In the Perfectionist range, the more neutral ones worked best for me. Again, I don't know why. And again, another company that are on my blacklist, shit list, whatever you want to call it. Kat Von D, but again I'd already bought this. This is her Lock-It foundation in Light 44 Cool, and again it's one of the Airless Pump foundations. So, that's my high-end foundations. And now, the end is now. I'm sorry, friends. The final foundation box. Well, and in this Too Faced one, are my main drugstore foundations. Although I did probably pack a few too many into here because the box is kind of groaning at the seams a fair amount. Just taking all of these out is proving fun because there's eventually not enough space to stack them up. Yay! Marvellous! Fabulous! Fantastic! Okay, so we have got, you saw the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Wear Matte. Well, from Amazon I managed to get the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, which for some reason they've only just started selling it over here. And again, only on Amazon. Just, I don't understand it. Radiant Finish in shade 201 Classic Ivory. I have got a film on that, I remember doing it. This is the, again, Colour Expert, another one of their BB creams that they call Skin Concealer All Day Moisture. This one is Cool Elegant in shade 103. This is a Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Skin Brightening Foundation with vitamin C in shade Light Porcelain. And again, Huda, we get a glass bottle from Rimmel. And I think this was £8 as opposed to £40 for your one. I actually really quite like that foundation. Then we have Collection Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Foundation up to 16-hour wear, allegedly. And this is in shade Porcelain. Then, I love that drugstores give you glass bottles, or really do. This is my LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in shade Ivory, which is a good match. And I've got a film on that. This is the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation in F1. I've got a few W7 foundations. You've seen the Very Vegan one already. This is the Photo Shoot Foundation, 16-hour budge proof foundation in shade Buff. And then we have, because these have been sitting for a while, I'm just giving them all a quick shake, Max Factor Healthy Skin Harmony Miracle Foundation in Light Ivory 40. Again, it's a little bit, if I'm only putting one layer on with a sponge, I can get away with it. If I want to build it up, I have to lighten it. It's frustrating, but you know, these things happen. What else things happen? Let's see. Another one of these Colour Cosmetics Expert. Again, this one claims to shrink pores. This is apparently a pore filling BB cream. As opposed to the other one, which was called a skin concealer. So, to be honest, I don't really notice that much difference between all of the Colour Expert BB creams that I've got. They're all pretty much interchangeable with each other, if I'm quite honest. This is the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow with Vitamin Complex and Cranberry Water. Okay, in Fresh Ivory. Then we have Milani. I wasn't sure whether to put this in high-end or drugstore, but I decided drugstore. This is their 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, Conceal and Perfect in 00A Porcelain. I did originally have a darker colour than that because they didn't have that. I think 01 was the lightest shade they did before, which was too dark for me. But I gave that to a friend of mine who is darker than me, so that worked out well. Now this W7 Legend Lasting Wear Foundation in shade Buff. This is their dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is what the Estee Lauder Double Wear bottle effectively looks like with its gold lid. And as with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, this one does not have a pump. For the time being, I'm happy to leave it like that. If I just when I get to the stage, because obviously I'm working through all of these foundations, I'm going to do foundation reviews for all of them. Then I'm going to slowly work my way through and use them all up before they all go funny on me. When I get to the stage that I am going to be using this full time, I probably will just stick a MAC pump in there, just to make it easier for making sure you get the right amount out each time and you don't end up wasting any. But I do like this one a lot. So if you want to see me bring that one up the list a bit and do it sooner than the others, let me know. Right, W7. Told you I've got a lot of their foundations. This is their Genius Featherlight foundation, which is a drop foundation. Shade, are you going to tell me the shade? Buff. But usually Buff fits me, but one of them I think was called Bear Buff. This is comparable to the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. So, if like me, you are not buying from Tarte at the moment, then W7 have got you covered, basically. And I'm pretty sure that W7 are cruelty free as well. So, if that is something that is important to you, that could be worthwhile you making a note of. Okay, currently having issues with Brandon. We have the Ordinary Colours Coverage Foundation in shade 10N, which is the neutral ones. This is where I've now got to try and play Jenga to get all of these back in. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, we can't get this one over here. This is not. We can get the Ordinary Fit Me, which I have. Actually, I've got that here. Here's the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, normal to oily in shade 110. Here is the Fit Me Luminous Smooth, normal to dry in shade 115. I don't understand why, because it was the same with the L'Oreal Infallible. We can get the matte versions over here in the UK really easily, but for some reason they are just not selling the luminous versions. And okay, I've got oily to combo skin, so the luminous versions don't last very long on my skin. But if I'm only going out for a lunchtime catch up with the girls, or I know I'm only going to be out for a short length of time, these ones are actually really nice because they are lighter on the skin than matte foundations are, because they're more luminous. It's my pump. Can you hear that? It's fidgeting me. I really hope you can hear that, otherwise I am really going to sound like an absolute crackpot. Right. L'Oreal True Match in shade 1C Rose Ivory. Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid in shade Light Porcelain. Bourjois 123 Perfect. Apparently it has 3 correcting pigments in it. It has yellow pigments for anti-dark circles, it has mauve pigments for anti-dull complexion, and it has green pigments for anti-redness. Now, the last time I mixed yellow, purple and green together in a bowl, it made a murky, dirty grey brown. However, this is in shade... can't find it. Oh, it's on the lid, that's why. Light Vanilla. And then we have, again, I really like this one, and again this is an Airless Pump foundation. This is the CYO Long Lasting Foundation Life Proof in shade 101. Get in there, folks. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Shell Ivory. You see me use this in my almost full face of Wet n Wild, obviously. And tell them something they don't know, Ange. Next one is another W7, believe it or not. And it is the Singing in the Rain Waterproof Foundation in shade Buff. Again, this is very similar to their Genius Featherlight in that it's very similar to the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, but this gives fractionally more coverage than the Genius or the Rainforest of the Sea does. And the last one, unless I suddenly spot another one lurking anywhere, is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Light Infusing Foundation. Flawless skin as if lit from within. That's lovely. In shade Rose Pearl. And that, my friends, thank goodness, is the final box. So there you go. That I did promise I would start doing my makeup collection, and I'm doing it in stages. That is all of my foundations that I own. Oh no, it's not. Wait a minute, I've missed two. Hang on. I knew that wasn't all of them. I knew I was missing some. And I've tucked these two back behind here because the packaging is just too gorgeous. I don't want to throw the packaging away, but obviously it don't fit in the boxes. Now I ordered shade 59 on the Beauty Bakery Cake Mix foundation, which is the lightest shade they do. But I actually ordered this from the US because I was too impatient to wait for it to come over to the UK, basically. Because they know how difficult it is to buy foundation online, they actually, I don't know whether they're still doing this or whether it was just when they launched. This is shade 59. They also sent me the next closest shade, which is 57, and you can see, although 59 is technically the lightest shade they do, because this is pink based and this is neutral based, 57 is actually brighter than 59, and actually 57 is a better match for me. So they were absolutely right in that it is difficult, no matter how well foundations are marketed, it is really difficult to buy them online. And all of mine, pretty much, I've bought online because where I'm disabled, I just can't get to the shops to swatch them. So yeah, these are the final two. Yes. Right. On that note, it is so difficult when you are, if you are in the medium tan area of foundations, you have so much choice. If you are particularly melanin deficient, or if you are particularly melanin enriched, trying to get your holy grail foundation which not only matches your skin tone but your skin type, you end up buying a lot of foundation. My skin, for reference, is 44 years old and is oily combo. So I have oily temples, oily nose, oily chin. I have a dry patch where my third eye is. I have dry under eyes. I have normal to oily eyelids. Normal top of cheeks, dry jawline. I've got pretty much everything except sensitive. Touching wood as I say that. So, as you can tell, I've got a lot of foundation. As I said before, I will try and remember to link all of my foundation reviews in the description box below, but if I forget, there is a playlist where you can just start at the first one and watch them all in a row. With my foundation reviews, I always do 2 check-ins so that you can see how it would wear. So, for example, say halfway through your day when you could perhaps go to the ladies or the gents and touch your makeup up, and then again at the end of the day, so you can see how it would wear. And when I do my foundation reviews, I don't blot, I don't touch up anywhere, I don't reconceal, I don't add more powder, I do nothing to my face at all, except touch up lipstick if that wears away. So you do get, with the foundation reviews, you do get a really, really accurate impression of how it's going to work on pretty much most skin types, because my face has got pretty much most skin types. Right. I think that's it. I think I'm done. I hope you're not too traumatised by quite how many foundations I have. I'm slightly shocked at how many foundations I've got. But as I said, this is over the course of sort of 2 years. So I haven't bought all of these in the last month. I'm not Rockefeller. Yeah. So, I hope you found this fun. If there's any particular foundation that you really want me to see a review on that I haven't done yet, let me know in the comments box and I'll bump it up the list. It's very random. I just basically put my hand in, grab a few foundations out and think, right, that's the ones I'm going to be using this month. I try and rotate all my makeup round so that all of my palettes get used, all of my foundations get used. Otherwise it's a bit of a waste of money, let's be honest. Right, if you did like this, it would be absolutely awesome if you could hit that like button for me, comment, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, don't forget to ring my bell, and choose all notifications so that you get told every time I upload another one of these videos. And talking of another one of these videos, you want to go and watch one of those foundation reviews now, don't you? You know you do. Yeah, you do. And when you've watched my reviews, why not pop over and check out some of the ladies from the Beauty YouTuber Growth Group who are also listed in my description box. Right, all that remains for me to say, as ever, is you'll stay fabulous now. And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.